This is Math Studies, Section 1.2, number sets. The first number set that we're going to talk about is natural numbers. A natural number is a positive whole number. So for example, 1, 2, 3, any counting number. The symbol for natural numbers is called a bold-faced N or a double-backed N. On the worksheet, you'll see it as just a bold N because the key is kind of hard to find. The second number set is called integers. Integers are positive and negative whole numbers. The symbol for integers is a double-backed Z. This would be numbers like 1, 2, 3, so natural numbers, and their negative versions, -1, -2, -3, and so on. The third number set is rational numbers. Rational numbers are numbers that can be written as fractions. Now that doesn't mean that the number has to be a fraction, just that it can be a fraction. So 1, 2, -1, -2, those all can be written as fractions. For example, you could write 2 as 2 over 1, or 4 over 2, or 8 over 4. It also includes numbers that are fractions, like 1/2, and numbers that can be written as fractions, like 0.7 would be 7/10. The next number set is irrational numbers. Irrational numbers would be non-rational. Those are numbers that can't be fractions. So they would be decimals that are non-terminating and non-repeating. The best example everyone remembers is pi, 3.14159265535, and so on. It never repeats and it never ends. Square roots are also good examples. The square root of 2 would be irrational. The square root of 4 would not be irrational because that is 2, so that's a rational number. So square roots of non-squares. E is another irrational number that you might not have experienced yet, but when this course gets to logarithms, we'll talk about E. The next number set is real numbers. Real numbers would be all of the above. It includes natural numbers, integers, rational numbers, and irrational numbers. The symbol for real numbers is the double-backed R. So that includes all the numbers we've talked about so far. The last number set is imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers would be non-real numbers. The best example of these would be square roots of negative numbers. To take the square root of a number, we need to know what number times itself makes -2. If you had a positive times a positive, it would come up positive. If you had a negative times a negative, it would come up positive. There's no number that you can multiply by itself so that it is negative, so this is an imaginary number. I, in mathematics, is the square root of -1. There's also complex numbers, and the square root of -4. All of those are imaginary numbers. If you have this nifty little graph, we can see that all the natural numbers are included within the integers, and all the integers are included within the rational numbers. These are called inclusive sets. All the rational numbers are also included within the real numbers. Irrational numbers would be a separate subset that's within real numbers, and imaginary numbers are kind of like outside the box. They don't exist within the real numbers.